After my critically acclaimed 2-part YouTube video, Painting Ents in the Woods, premiered on YouTube to viewing figures well into the double digits, a really nice man contacted me to say that he was offering me a free ticket to a 2-day Middle-earth battle strategy game tournament in Lincoln. I fucking hate that guy. Now, you might be expecting me to immediately recant my vicious attack on this nice man and his kind gesture, but no, I'm doubling down. I'm doubling down on my attack, and here's why. At the end of my April trip, I said this.
That's my Ent force done.
And that was true. I had an army, about 800 points worth, standard tournament size. Fine, it wasn't 800 on the nose, because Ents can never really get to 800 on the nose, but it was as close as you can get, and it was done. I was done with leaves, I was done with bark, I was done with Ent puns. I could draw a line of the whole thing and move on. Specifically, I was going to move on to my custom Space Marine chapter. The Astral Ravens, or the Blood Eagles, or the Space Birds. So I don't know, whatever. The point is, I was tournament ready. I was tournament ready. However, this tournament has a twist. On day 2, your leader, who in my case obviously is Treebeard, is killed. They're gone, and you've got to make up the points left in your army with other models who don't exceed your leader's tier. For me, that means no alternative but to buy, build and paint 2 new Ents. So it's time to crack open my dry brushes, my woody colours, and drop £52 on a couple of models. Well, actually £104 when you account for the fact that I sent the first 2 to the wrong address. And so does one act of kindness become a massive pain in the ass. Not that I'm not grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And it seems like a cool rule. It seems like a cool rule because it means that you've got to think more critically about your list. You can't build it around just a single heroic model and their special rules and their bubble effects. It also gives you the opportunity to bring more models to the tabletop, which of course is really cool. And of course it gives the event its own unique flavour, which makes it memorable, it keeps people coming back, and it keeps the scene fresh. And finally, of course, tournament organisers have a really thankless task, and they do have the right to exercise their creative skills and try and put something together that's a little bit different and put their own stamp on it. And so I don't begrudge them that at all. I also appreciate that I've just made the weekend incredibly awkward, if of course he doesn't immediately revoke my invitation, which of course he would be justified in doing. So I do wish to express my sincere, and now probably belated and quite tainted, thank you.
With your left hand you would
Shake my hand and thanks.
and with your right you
Give me the finger.
This also gives me the opportunity to put another element of van-based hobbying through its paces. The trips I've done so far have all been about painting and building, and the question here is whether or not I can visit a distant city to attend a tournament on the cheap. Of course, I'll be sleeping in the van, and it raises a question. Do I sleep in a campsite or somewhere else? Campsites tend to be a long way outside of town. There isn't going to be one anywhere near the venue. It will mean a lot of faff every morning trying to reach the games, and it means if I have a drink in the evening, well, I can't. I can't have a drink in the evening. I won't. So I'm going to sleep at the side of the road on a residential street. The other thing I need to bear in mind is that I'll have no power. Now, I remember what happened in the April trip when I had no power. Obviously, this is July, so hopefully it'll be warmer than April. That's how the seasons work, I'm told. Right, I just need to make sure I've checked off everything we need to discuss. I've insulted the tournament organisers, I have complained about the lack of sleeping accommodation, I've complained about the lack of free power to my van. Yeah, that's about it. I am genuinely really excited. I've done wargaming tournaments before, but frankly I've not done competitive Middle-earth battle strategy game. I know that Ents are incredibly killy, they're very, very powerful, but the difficulty is that they're slow and you don't have much opportunity to spread your forces across the battlefield to get board control. The 2 hobbits can actually be really handy there. You can use them to dismount and to hold objectives, but that's still going to be a challenge for me. My super secret military strategy so far is essentially to rock up and to step on anything that moves. I'm going to get as much filming of the games in as I can in order not to disrupt the flow of things. I'm going to wear an action camera on my head, which is going to look super cool. Stay tuned, I've got more trips planned for the van in the next couple of months, including one in which we'll be bringing a few other people in to try and build some terrain in the back of the van, and another one in which I'm going to be painting some miniatures at the summit of Mount Snowdon, the UK's highest mountain. So please do like and subscribe. Believe it or not, that little moment of internet validation does go a long way to giving me a sort of, well, a fleeting sense of something akin to happiness, which goes a long way to sort of reinforcing the compartmentalization, the barriers that I put up in my head, so that I can kind of separate out the thoughts that I need to help me be productive on a day-to-day basis, and the anxiety and the sort of existential dread that would otherwise threaten to stop me. It helps me to wake up in the morning with something other than a sense of overwhelming futility, which I need it to help so that I can make the videos. Otherwise I can't make the videos. So it's please like the video. It's like a Patreon page, but for my brain. Please like the video. Like and subscribe.